Greetings everyone and a warm welcome to you all. Hey guys, this is July's tarot reading with me, and Virgo, this is your reading. So sit back, relax and enjoy whatever messages are coming your way. We are doing a similar layout to June and we are using two decks. So one card will be viewed at a time. The second deck is the overall classifier of the original card. So it's the Morgan Greer and the Rider-Waite, and this should satisfy a lot of you guys that like one or the other deck in particular. You're getting a little bit of both this month. So that looks like the shuffling done. So we just move them far enough apart. Virgo, let's see what your first card is for the month. You have the Five of Pentacles from that deck, and let's see what your clarifier is. Two pentacles to start off with, nice and interesting. You've got the 5 and then the 10. So we've got kind of like a duplicity of energy here, because 10 is divisible by 5 and vice versa. They're both different energies, interestingly enough. The 5 is the point in the pentacle zone, which is about our finances, often our careers, where we feel a little bit flat, and we can feel a little bit of hardness or lack coming in. But the 10 is the total opposite. It's when we feel plenty and we feel as if there is support and nurture and health around our finances in particular. But we also notice the people in here, and we see here in particular there's a family support around here, and over here these people feel as if they're on their own. So it feels as though the message is combining us to say, if any of you have financial issues in the month of July, perhaps you can reach out to someone close to you who might be able to help either support you emotionally or even in the terms of loaning you some money. Now remember, this could be in any perspective of your financial or career type realm. Some of you might just think, oh my goodness, there's a big bill that's suddenly turned up and I don't quite have the money for it. Maybe I'll check in with a family member and see if they can loan it to me, or you know, extend some gratuitous finance. Some of you, it might be something like your landlord says he's going to put the rent up and you go, I can't afford that. So you might communicate with them, and they might be gratuitous about it and say, okay, well, maybe we'll only put it up half, or perhaps we'll leave it for another couple of months. So it's got this feeling here that someone else is supportive or helpful around the financial sector for you at the beginning of July. Now remember too, this can be in your career zone. So for some of you who have got issues with your career, either you haven't got one or you're looking for one, there could be someone around who suddenly turns up and says, hey, here's a job, or yes, I'd like to hire you, or yes, we'll give you a pay promotion or a wage increase. So this one here seems to be so much benevolently looked after by that one. So I think it's important, if you find yourself in a situation where you feel a little bit of lack or loss or down, you look around, you put your hand out, you ask for help. Don't just sit there fretting. This is about connection, and it's about communication, and this is going to resolve any situation that crops up in these areas I'm talking about. The other thing is, this can oftentimes represent a physical feeling down, like colds and flus, and it can even represent sore bones, that you could have fallen over and you've hurt an ankle or your head, for instance. So there is a feeling of that with the card as well. Again, these people seem supportive and able to be nurturing and helpful. So, you know, it's a nice stack, it's a nice combination from that perspective. More money. Money's on your mind, Virgo. So the Page of Pentacles, let's see who his partner is. Oh, wow. his cohort, the one above him, the Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting. So they're both looking out beyond something. So it feels, when these cards turn up, this is the offer of money coming, more often than not. And I said that down here with these first two cards. It feels like whatever situation is around, somebody is supportive of offering something. There's money coming into you, so don't worry. Whether it's a new job offer or it's something you can cash in and reclaim some money that you might have invested a long time ago. Check to see if you've got any old stocks or shares that you'd forgotten about, or if there's anything that you can sell in your home that might actually turn out to be more profitable than you thought. Some of you might even be thinking of starting up your own home business, which could go quite well, could be quite successful. But getting both of these cards right on top of the other two Pentacles cards, it's just kind of like money, money, money. And career, career. So all of those things seem to be on your mind at the beginning of July. And as well, remember, these also exude your earth sign. So there's also something in here for you guys about grounding yourself and getting strength from the earth energy, from Mother Earth. So nurturing yourself from her amazing gifts of strength that she offers us, both physically and emotionally too. Oh, another person. Great, you've got a lot of them. Oh, this is the third month in a row as such that we've seen lots of people in your life. You really seem to be a social bunch, you Virgos. What's on the next one over here? Well, at least we've only got one guy coming in at the moment. So King of Cups, compassionate water sign, can be an older person, male or female, is very good for listening to, and again is very supportive and nurturing. This Ten of Wands is often about coming to the end of something that you've been working on, a project. So perhaps he is symbolic of that. He could either be someone who's coming in to help finish the project, or he's involved in it, or he's the leg of it that's the finalizing point. So he could be a friend or something like a strategic planner or a mentor who's coming in to help get this project to its end point, or moving into a next phase. So the Ten of Wands is often about that. You have gleaned a lot of knowledge and information and wisdom along this road you've been travelling, and you have felt like it's strenuous and arduous, but you're getting to the end of it, so don't give up. You also have now two tens in your reading, and tens do reconfirm to us that an end of a cycle is coming. So if it was the end of the cycle about financial hardships, I think this is beginning to take a turn for you, and you should see a bit more freedom of money coming in, most definitely. So this king, he could already be someone you know, someone within a family or a working environment who is supportive or part of an action plan that you've been working on or are coming to fruition with. The Nine of Wands just before the 10, so your message is being repeated nicely. The 9 is almost the same message. It's about don't give up, stand your ground, keep going. Your work is paying dividends, and it will pay off, and you will reap the rewards and turn into a new cycle. Page of Swords, didn't we have him earlier as well? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so again we've got another youthful person. Now when he turns up, he's often about just whipping the air up and sort of wildly getting us activated and passionate, which is what this is all about, the creative resources in our life. It's like you get a new surge of energy to push you over the line. And he can often do it at the analytical, the mind level. So if you've had like writer's block, or you've been stuck and you haven't been able to finish this process, there is no doubt that some of this new energy is coming in, and it could be quite youthful and enthusiastic and just really motivate you. It's either your own energy that manages to buoy this whole thing up, or it's someone around you that helps you to say, yeah, come on, you're nearly there, like just keep going and do it, man. And you go, wow, yep, I've got it, eureka. So something along those lines, but I think it's really positive. The Four of Swords, we'll just see what his partner is, the Fool. So the Four of Swords is about rest and rejuvenation, respite and rethinking. Also the number 4 is quite symbolic when this card turns up. It can be about needing to take a break from something you've been doing. We've had that feeling with those Wands cards that came out. You feel like you're, oh God, you know, I've had enough of this. I just want out, is kind of the message I'm getting here. I want out of something. And the Fool is telling you, yes, take the new direction. So maybe when you spend some time in contemplation, in relaxation, and thinking about the processes that you've been going through, you will be able to come to a firm decision about what you need and what you want. And that's more important than thinking about everyone else at the moment. If we don't satisfy our own requirements in life, we can't satisfy anyone else's. And that's not about being selfish, and it's not about ego. It's actually about common logic sense. So it seems as though if you go into a little bit of contemplation, you will find like a new energy, a new direction, and a new spirit that will lead you forth onto this, which is coming, because we've seen the 2 10s in your reading, coming into this new paradigm as you move forward, Virgo. What's coming next? Lovely. The Wish card. Everyone would love to get it. It's a time in life where the universe pretty much says, well, you've waited long enough, which is another 9. You've been pretty patient, so we're going to give you a wish. And this Queen of Wands could be indicative of being involved in the wish, or she could be that type of archetypal energy. So this is your creation, creative forces. This is your passions and your desires in life. So it seems to me that at the moment, what are those passions and creations and desires? Because if you really focus on them, if you try to manifest them, if you think positively enough about them, they could come into this reality. They could manifest. It could even be that you have your eyes on this type of energy, whether it be male or female, sort of an older, middle-aged type fire sign person who you wish to have in your life, or you wish to form this friendship or connection with. That's a possibility as well. And it feels as though that link, or that the veil of separation is moving apart and the togetherness is coming. Another 10. Yeah. Another person. You're full of it, you guys. It's just something either about people in your life over the last few months who seem to have been playing a big role. Now remember, this doesn't have to be new people. It could just be family members. It could be someone you work with. It could be just the energies that they are giving off, or the energies that you are wanting to emulate as well, how you're acting. But the 10 of Pentacles is, again, it's an ending card. It's the end of a cycle or a season. You know, that 10 of Pentacles, when you think about it, you had that as the very first card at the bottom. So they are reiterating that message to you that there is some sort of, I don't know, family support especially, or nurturing or help, or feeling of a final chapter of something around your finances. So whether it's a pattern that you've been trying to move on from, then yes, it's starting to cyclically come to an end and you're moving into a new cycle. Whether or not it's just saying that there are these people here who are very supportive of you, and you can go to them to get some sort of either physical or emotional or monetary information or support from, they're there. And perhaps this King of Swords is this man here. So whether he is a family member such as an older person, whether it be a father figure or a grandfather type figure or an uncle or auntie, remember, he could be this person who is useful at this point in time. Now, he could even be someone like a family solicitor or lawyer or mentor, or someone that you can go to for mediation. He can often turn up with legal type things going on around. Now, this card also represents a happy home, if you like, so sometimes this can even be symbolic of a house or house purchase or house move or signing of documents around that type of thing. Remember earlier in the reading I mentioned about a landlord or rents and monetary obligations, so this again could be coming back within the message. But there is a lot of positivity around what's happening with your financial structure in July, and I think it's workable, and I think as you work through it and use your communication and people in your life, they will definitely help take you from step to step to step. So yeah, that's when we always say these people are here for a reason, and they have a lot to offer in our life one way or another, whether it's financial, whether it's personal relationships, or whether it's prospects of creative resources and career. So we'll finish there, Virgo. You've got money on your mind, and money it is, and some of you it's really sort of jumping out there and quite nice and positive and bubbly. So because we are dealing with the 7th month in being July, we will take from the 7th card down, and we will see what your last message is. Number 4. And remember I said before the number 4 might have been symbolic. So we see this lovely yellow and the oranges coming through, and if we think of them as chakra areas of the body, they're the base chakra and the sacral type chakra and solar plexus areas. So 13 obviously adds up to 4, so the number 1, 3 or 4 or 13 could be useful for you to use in the month of July, however you wish to use those numbers. And the word effort. And I think that showed through, that we saw that with the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, and they're saying to you, your effort is going to pay dividends. Your hard work, your determination, your solid structures, they're coming to fruition for you. So it might have been something you guys have been doing for a long time that is paying dividends, and you will be reaping the rewards. And also it suggests to you anything new or anything challenging, make sure you stick with that effort, because the more effort we put into anything, the more reward there is on the other side. And reward equals bliss and happiness and joy and success, all of those positives. So effort is a lovely card to have. So strengthen these parts of your bodies, the orangey yellow and the browny colours, either by wearing those colours, or eating those type of foods. A good way to help strengthen that part of our body through the core is walking, which is free, and most of all of us can do it, or planking, or sit-ups, or massage, or Reiki. Any of those things can be beneficial as well. So Virgo, there you are. I wish you a great monetary month ahead, and in fact, to finish that off for you, I'm going to put this beautiful pyrite on there. And may you know that your efforts will be rewarded in your financial sector, and to make sure you keep going, and the effort that you've put in the past is going to be worth it. And that pyrite is the Fool's Gold, which is the lucky manifestation of money energy. So thank you, Virgo. Remember to sub and like the videos. Leave your comments, because I love reading them. They're all great to hear. To have a safe, happy, laughter-filled, love-filled July. And I'll see you all the following month.